When you think of California, you probably think of space. And you're right. This land of sprawling cities is a land of vast solitudes too, of desert and beach and mountain. These are the grandest mountains of them all, the Californian Sierras, the barrier of peaks rising to 14,000 feet that shuts off this favored country from the harsher east. Californians love to tell you about the Sierra country, and especially this part of it, the Yosemite National Park. 1,200 square miles of grandeur and peace, 85% of it untouched wilderness, which has become the most popular playground in the American West. Every year it draws more thousands. Last year's total was well over 1 million. They come from all over America, but most of them are Californians from the expanding city areas that threaten already to eat up the whole long coastline of this huge state. This is escape from noise and neighbors and crowds and speed and all the other frustrations of a highly organized and highly competitive way of life. Here in the Yosemite, you can recreate as you choose. For the young and vigorous, there is the High Sierra, where you can climb to 8,000 feet and more the hard way. For the rest, there are the easier pleasures of the valley, 4,000 feet above sea level and ringed with granite peaks soaring sometimes almost straight up for more than 3,000 feet. Here, mountain streams plunge from the heights to flow through meadows and pine forests, traversed by 700 miles of trails. California is specially favored, but few Americans, at least west of the Rockies, are far from their wide-open spaces. The western states of America are lucky in what they call their parks. They mean by that huge areas of unspoiled countryside. Some of these parks are owned by individual states. Some of them, and usually the most magnificent, are owned by the nation, places like the Yosemite. Now, with a playground as big and magnificent as Yosemite, almost on the doorstep, for example, of San Francisco, and when you've got a car, and nearly everybody in California has a car, why, all you need is a tent to get away from it all. Yes, it's crowded here, so crowded that the U.S. Forestry Service, which looks after this place and 200 million more acres in 40 states, has had to ration the Yosemite. You can't spend more than 30 days in this national park in any one year. And these people who have chosen this popular valley are rationed to 10 days. Even in our crowded island, we haven't had to do this. But we haven't got California's standard of living, and even more to the point, we haven't got a climate that takes the hardship out of camping. Camping has become a national habit in America and a huge and highly organized industry, catering for a public that has doubled in the past 10 years. 20 million Americans now spend their holidays, and many of their weekends too, under canvas, or if they're really up to date, under nylon. New camping sites can't cope with rising demand. In popular areas like this in the peak holiday season, the wise camper books his site months in advance. Some of these people spend a lot of money on camping equipment, which gets more elaborate and ingenious every season. But you can camp very cheaply too. Even in prosperous California, an hotel or motel holiday can strain a family budget. These families, even allowing for petrol, can live in camps like this as cheaply as they live at home. But cheapness isn't the only reason why camping is so popular in America. Plenty of these people could afford to stay at an hotel. They choose camping instead year after year because they love the life, the freedom it offers, and the change and the excitement. You can camp the hard way here if you care to go high enough, but most of these valley campers count solitude in the wilderness well lost for the facilities that take the hard edge off roughing it, the restaurants and the stores and the washrooms and the showers and the laundry service. Add the Californian weather, and you can see why camping is no longer a pastime for the tougher few. What have you got there?
Sir, we're baking potatoes this evening.
It does a nice job, does it?
Yes, it does a pretty good job here at the campfire.
I'll bet you do more cooking at camp than you do at home.
Well, I would have to say you're right.
This one of the reasons why your wife likes it.
Well, that's the part of the husband and wife, I guess, to play the part 50-50 on vacation time.
What do you look forward to when you come out here to camp, chiefly?
Well, we look for the natural of the forest, the waterfalls, the campfire sites, and so many people that you'll meet, and all very nice, friendly people.
Do you find it relaxing?
Very much.
You don't mind the crowds? You see, it seems to me you must be more crowded here than you are at home even.
Well, we are, but still, it is different.
But don't people get a bit of a nuisance when there's so many all around you and so
We
close?
have found people to be of the best quality. We've met many people, we've made many friends by camping, and the food stays right out on the table like you see it, unless the bears pays us a visit, and then we have to put it away.
Don't you find this harder work than keeping house, Mrs. Abro?
Well, no, it isn't, because at my house I would be worried about the dirt and all. Here it's gonna stay no matter how I'm gonna do it, so I just forget about it then and leave it. And I really do. I have time I can sit down and read.
Now, you always come to the same place to camp?
No, this is our first year.
You've never camped before?
Never camped before. This is the first time that we've ever camped. We just bought the trailer, just got it, and it's our first experience of camping.
What snags have you found?
Well, for one thing, I know I should bring thumbtacks to tag down my tablecloth so they'll stay there and won't blow away.
Yeah.
And then I really bought a little bit too much of some things and not enough of others.
You don't mind all these people so closely around you?
No, because you're not lonely. I mean, if it was, I wouldn't want to be way up by myself.
One reason why so many people crowd into these camping places is that most of them like crowds. And if you think this odd, well, think again. You'll find exactly the same thing in any British holiday place. People like people. And what's so odd about that? Good night.